are we doing? Where are we? What am I?
God save our souls.
That's too late for that.
It's too late for that. This is true. God cannot save our souls.
Where are you going with
Did you
this?
see the demon try to get out of me during that? Did you hear it?
No, I heard it earlier when you couldn't
When I was
smoke properly.
Yeah, the demon was getting out.
All right.
I was
Yeah. Hello, weirdos, and
And-
welcome. And welcome to a stupendous episode of
Tangents of Horror.
Wow, we did it.
I did the metronome with my hand.
Oh, yeah. Good job. And I'm Brandon.
And I'm Steven.
And today we are reviewing a movie
Oh,
that we've already reviewed, but this is the reboot.
Why'd you make me watch this twice?
Because
Twice is nice when it comes to Friday the 13th
2009,
remake.
after Transformers.
After Transformers. Transformers came out in 2007, guys.
That blows my mind.
I don't think you guys are understanding right now.
One, it makes me feel old, and two, it doesn't seem like it was that early in the 2000s. I thought it was at least 2010.
Do you remember the sextant joke they made in the opening sequence of Transformers?
The sextant?
Because he's teaching or something, Sam Witwicky.
Okay.
Or he's doing a presentation on like nautical instruments,
yeah.
and he holds up a sextant, and then everybody in the class giggles because he said sex.
Oh.
Great flick. 2007.
Yeah, that's what made it a great flick. But yes, that was, oh no, his name just...
Michael Bay?
Michael Bay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Who also had something to do with this movie, which is crazy.
The lens flare showed in this movie.
And of course, he's behind the Bad Boys movies.
Mhm.
Big explosions.
Yeah.
One
Pyrotechnics.
one incarnation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is that the right word?
One incarnation?
Yeah.
That's
not-
like holy, I think. Or like when something... No, what's an incarnation? Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know what the word I'm trying to say. The one
Reiteration?
the one iteration. Maybe that's the
Okay,
word.
yeah.
Yeah, we got there. The weird Ninja Turtle movies that he did.
Were they animated?
No, well, they were CG. But they were
Oh.
real people.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Did you not see them?
I'm getting vague images of CG turtles.
Yeah, well, that was probably
Damn.
it. Yeah, no turtles in this movie, though. No,
I don't know.
just Jason.
Just Jason.
This movie came out on February 13th, 2009,
Was
with
it
a
a
budget
Friday?
of $19 million.
Jeez Louise. Did they make it back?
Yeah, $92.7 million.
Eee, pretty penny.
Yeah, and it was filmed in Texas.
So you say.
So they say.
Guys, I was so astounded when I heard it was filmed in Texas because
We didn't know there was that much green.
there's so much green, guys. And those are healthy trees.
And well, you thought it was here.
Yeah. I'm like, this is
'cause
northeast.
There was like the stop sign and
Yeah. There's a
roadway
stop
signs
sign.
and
They have
shit.
roads. Texas doesn't have that. They don't have electricity. Just cowboys.
well, no, that's what I thought. Like I thought it was more of a like desert.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption.
But no, like a good chunk of it is.
Yeah. Red Dead
greenery.
Redemption is actually played in the modern day, but it's just in Texas. That's just what they're like.
Oh.
Right.
This is the 12th entry in the Friday the 13th franchise.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's true.
Movie?
Yeah, the 12th movie.
What in the world are they doing?
And what's even crazier is Jason kills 13 people in the movie because of the 13.
Oh, that's nice of them.
That is nice.
They should have waited till 2013.
Well, maybe they were hoping to put the 13th entry out
Oh my God!
on Friday the 13th, 2013.
And did they?
No, they didn't make the sequel to this, which they should have because it sounded pretty good
Yeah.
from what they.
Oh, there
We're
was
saying-
issues.
Yeah, I don't know what the issues were. I
Copy,
can't remember.
Name?
Probably something to do with the rights because I know
Why?
Friday the 13th went into custody battle.
Yeah.
No,
what is it
like-
with horror movies and these goddamn custody rights? Like it's a divorce court.
Well, this one was weird because, as you've seen in the first movie,
Mm.
Jason isn't in it.
Yeah.
So one person owned, I forget out of the two, but one person basically owned the rights to that story,
Okay.
but they were already gone once they made Jason with the hockey mask. So
All right.
someone else who also worked on the first movie created that.
Oh, interesting.
So as of right now, the rights were split between them.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's why we're getting a Crystal Lake TV show and apparently a movie as well.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one was directed by Marcus Nispel, who also directed the Texas. Yeah.
Michael Bay. Is Michael Bay a cinematographer?
He produces shit.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think he directs other stuff.
I thought he'd direct.
No. Well, not this.
Okay.
That's crazy. But yeah, this guy's behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot too, which is also fucking awesome.
Oh, he's kind of cheating on the horror characters. I don't know.
Oh,
Because sort of when you make Ghostface, you love him. That's all I'm saying.
I love Ghostface.
And if you also love Freddy, is that one of the killers ever?
Yeah, Freddy
Krueger, yeah.
That reboot's horrible.
Oh shit! Well, see, that's what happens.
And I don't want to make you. I want to make you watch it, but that means I have to watch it.
Yeah, you have to watch bad movie.
This was written by Damian Shannon and Mark Swift, with music by Steve Jablonsky.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it right. Maybe sounded right.
Jablonsky sounds right to you.
With how it's spelled.
You should point it to me. Jablonsky.
There you go.
That's
Thank you very much. Starring Jared Padalecki.
Yes.
Danielle Panabaker.
Cute.
Aaron Yu.
Uh-oh.
Amanda Rigetti.
But who's on first?
Everyone. Travis Van Winkle.
Mm.
And as Jason himself, Derek Mears.
Yeah. Should have been there's a guy that plays Penguin.
Which one? Danny DeVito
Danny
or
DeVito should have been
Farrell?
Danny DeVito.
No.
Okay. Your opinion. Your wrong opinion.
Could he play a horror character that's already established?
He lives it, baby.
I don't know.
He is his own nightmare.
He is. He's a crazy motherfucker. This movie has the longest opening sequence in any horror movie ever.
12 minutes and 56 seconds.
25 minutes.
What? Oh, my God.
Well, because there's like two openings.
Yeah.
There's the flash to Mrs. Voorhees being killed.
The flash, literally, because it strobes lights at your eye pupils.
Yeah.
And makes you go insane.
You didn't like that. You pointed it out.
No, I was freaking out.
Good. Maybe that's what they wanted you to do.
I didn't like freaking out.
And it's kind of cool because it looks like they changed the story a bit because she's running after a camp counselor.
Yeah.
Rather than someone who is trying to reopen the camp. But these are all in like black and white, which is cool. Mm-hmm. And like you said, very stroby.
Yes.
It was probably crazy in the theater. And even what she says makes it sound like these were kids in a camp that maybe even let him drown.
Right, that's right.
Like, yeah, you let him die. You should have been there to help him, whatever.
Yep.
And then she gets her head chopped off.
Yeah. And we get a glimpse of the amulet.
Yeah, the little
forbidden
locket.
amulet, the little locket.
Yeah. Falls off her fucking neck
And
when she gets her head chopped off.
Right?
No, Jason picks it up.
Oh, that's right.
Because little Jason's in the bushes, not doing nothing to save his mom.
Typical,
right?
Maybe he didn't like her.
Maybe. And then now this is all guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he comes out, he picks up the locket and the machete.
Machete. That's how...
it's a big fucking knife.
That's how Nacho Libre would say it.
You're crazy. They don't say that.
Yeah. Does he ever say you crazy?
No, I don't think so. Get that cone out of my face.
Oh, no, I think Skeletor says crazy. Do you think I am crazy?
Yeah. I like science.
I do not believe in God. I believe in science.
When he baptizes him.
You are now baptized.
Anyways.
With salad in his mouth. Oh, what an experience.
Need some better duties. So Jason picks up the machete.
Yes.
And you hear that kill for mother.
Yes.
Jason, good boy, kill for mother.
And then I guess
and you get the pudding.
Yeah.
All the pudding.
Did she say pudding?
No.
That's terrible.
I like that you question that.
I would believe it. I would believe Jason is fueled by pudding. Just the promise of pudding, even.
I would be.
Hey.
A nice chocolate pudding.
You've been mentioning pudding so much, actually. Like, I think the past 4 weeks you've been mentioning pudding.
I've been gone for the last 2.
I hear it. I hear it in your head.
You hear it in my...
God, I hear you.
Oh, dear. But then we get the second opening because it's Crystal Lake present day.
Yeah.
So we get to open presents. I'm excited. What do you hope to get?
I hope I get a big lump of coal.
They don't talk about ice cream in this one.
Did they talk about ice cream in the first one?
Yeah, the ice cream flavor. Remember, you'd be rum raisin because you're old.
I remember me saying that, but I don't remember the kids at Crystal Lake talking to me.
That's why I brought it up. They're all on the...
I thought you were just interested in me.
No.
Oh.
I wasn't being, like, philosophical. Like, what kind of ice cream would you be if you were
I wish you
one?
would more, though.
No, in the first one, when they're all on the dock.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
yes.
Like how it
and they're
opens.
sitting on the dock. Yeah.
And then the guy pretends to drown and does the whole kissy
Classic,
thing.
yeah.
So this one, we get the second opening, which is a group of kids, not camp counselors.
No.
But they're looking for a wheat crop that they got word on.
Oh, okay. So that's what their original...
I think that's what their main thing was. I don't know if that's what all of them were in on.
Right.
Maybe the females and... Was there 3 guys? No,
3 guys
Richie
and 2 girls.
Richie, Wade. Oh, yeah, and the curly hair dude, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That goes to the camp. Yeah, some of them might think that they're there to go camping.
Yeah, I assume
Richie
it's just
and
like
Wade,
a cool getaway.
Yeah, because Richie and Wade are the only ones that are like,
Yeah.
I think the crop's over here.
Yeah.
We got the coordinates wrong. Yeah, because Wade then tells the legend of Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Because they're on Crystal Lake, and somehow even knows about Jason and his mommy and what happened, and you can drink piss as well.
Right.
That was cool.
It's sterile.
It is sterile. How do you think he knew about Jason? Maybe did he have relatives on the lake?
Trying to think.
Or maybe Richie's right, and there's always a
Maybe
Crystal
he's
Lake,
like,
and there's
his
always
dad's
a
a
Jason.
cop.
Oh, his dad's a cop.
His dad's a cop.
That's maybe how he found out of the weed.
Yeah. Oh,
It's all falling.
I'd
into
watch
place.
that show.
Oh, would you?
Just this character's dad.
I'd like to see
But
a
like
show on Jason's dad.
Give me a cop drama about Crystal Lake, where they're like, "Oh, we can't solve these murders."
I don't know. It's kind of like a comic book. The cops around Crystal Lake always seem stupid.
Yeah.
Either stupid or blind
I
to
think
it.
everyone around involved in this Crystal Lake is turning a bit stupid.
Well, I mean, the townsfolk are
Even
very
the townsfolk,
creepy and
they're decrepit.
yeah, everything's like redneckish
Yeah.
and old farms and rusty.
But they seem to be living next to suburbs or something.
Oh.
Where all these kids come up from.
This is when we find out that Whitney feels bad about leaving her mom,
Yeah.
but the answer to that, according to her boyfriend, is have sex
Right.
with her boyfriend.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is when they're walking towards Crystal Lake. I don't know if they were... Did they want to go find the camp? I can't remember if they were just fucking off. Either way, they find it.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you think this is the camp that Wade was talking about? And they eventually find...
So many people in this movie just decide to be like fucking Indiana Jones and start walking around properties and going to what they think are abandoned buildings. And their foot will fall through a plywood if it needs to. And they just keep going.
Well, they don't know about Jason.
This is I mean...
Are you just saying like...
Curiosity killed the cat.
Well, there are a lot of explorers that look into these places. Look at the random camper people. What is it called? Suburban camping?
And they always carry a gun.
Do they?
Probably.
They never show it.
Exactly. It's just implied.
But I don't know how they just randomly like pull out a sleeping bag and sleep in an abandoned anything.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's scary.
But
but they go to the Camp Crystal Lake.
Rent's getting high.
Rent is getting high. And some of these cabins, they didn't look too bad.
No.
Fixer-uppers.
Yeah.
And we see Wade and Richie talking. But Wade's got to bounce like them boobies.
Right. Yes.
A lot of people call this the reboob.
That's disgusting.
Well, because there's so many boobs in it.
That's vile.
I'm just saying.
You don't make me think about it. So many breasts in this movie.
Yeah, that's like all you get, really.
Yeah, guys, that's the whole movie. If you ever just want to look at breasts.
Well, they're even incorporated into one of the kills.
I think they did breasts well in this movie.
Well, all a bunch of horny...
no, I don't think... Some of them weren't necessarily even sexualized. And
Yeah.
I think they were having fun, as well as showing it for sexual reasons when it's in the context in the flick.
When they're stupendous.
When they're stupendous and they're having stupendous sex.
But, yeah, Wade is like, oh, yeah, sorry, because he kind of sees... Because she's right. Okay, so they're talking, and the girl is behind Wade,
You do a
literally
little
stripping.
striptease, yeah.
And then, of course, Wade like turns around. He's like, "Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cock blocking you. Let me go
I-
motoring."
I must say, these characters are the whole back and forth silly bits of these characters
Yes.
remind me of our boy. What's his fucking name? This director, Edgar Wright,
Oh yeah.
and this fucking quick British banter that you'll see Simon Penn do. You see with these, I don't know, these random cast of characters. What's
Yeah,
his name?
they were good. Simon Pegg.
Peg. Oh, I was thinking of Penn Jillette,
Oh. I'll believe
the
you.
magician.
I don't know what you're talking about now.
Penn and Teller.
Oh, Penn and Teller. Not there you go. Motoran. Do you remember when he's listening? He's listening to his earpods.
I like that. They did the mixing of the music because it felt like we were. You hear what he hears.
It was
Yeah,
fun. Because then when he like takes
it out,
or
yeah,
when he gets hit or whatever, when
Yeah.
it comes out, I forget. But
the music, cuts out. Yeah,
I like it. I like it, and it's a good song. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
like dancing through the woods, and then he's like, "Damn it, I gotta piss."
yeah,
What do you do when you got piss? You drop trout.
yeah.
You
Just go to
piss.
town.
But then you realize you're peeing on the weed, man.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, don't bogart the stuff.
That was a lot of weed too.
Yeah,
Why would it just be
growing
there?
Jason.
Oh, you think Jason's a stoner? I would so get stoned with Jason.
What you?
Yeah.
His whole thing is he doesn't want to reveal his grow up.
Oh.
Yeah, and so he just kills anyone who gets near it. And the townsfolk's like, we don't see it. It doesn't happen.
We don't see it. We don't smoke that that crazy Jason weed. So he got mad because he was pissing on his weed.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I don't think anyone's ever mentioned that.
Well,
Because
it
that
was right
does
there in
seem
front of
what
our
it
face.
is. Yeah.
That's immediately what I thought. Well, this is like new harvest. It looks like an actual farm.
And you hear Jason coming.
Yeah.
He's got a heavy foot.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Too heavy foot.
This was like,
Yeah.
and then just fucking
Just charges.
Oh,
And we
It's-
don't see this kill. It's up against a tree, and he gets smacked up against a tree, and we see the machete being thrusted, and then it just cuts to another scene.
oh yes.
And
We see a little bit.
I was getting suspicious immediately.
Yeah,
like,
you're like, is
Is he
this
actually
PG?
dead? Is this Saw? Is he Jason?
That'd be crazy.
I don't know why they didn't show, but all the rest of the kills in the rest of the fucking movie are done beautifully, and they use viscera really well, and I think everything's very creative. It was so strange that this first kill had nothing.
They were leading into it.
It was more of a nothing than a everything.
All right.
There was no lead into. It was strange, guys. It was strange. Maybe it wasn't supposed to die, and it was done last minute.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I liked Wade.
I liked him too.
He was good people. He just wanted to
said-
smoke some weed and talk about
Yeah.
drinking your piss.
Yeah. Great
and
guy.
Motoring. Not motoring no more.
The least flawed character.
Yeah, right? But at this point, Mike and Whitney are in Jason's house.
Yeah.
They're in his
Just-
homestead,
And
home
just
base.
fucking breaking and entering. They go up to his little bedroom.
Why was there a TV there? You remember when
Yeah.
I pointed out the TV? Why would there be a TV? And I know I say that weird. Why would there be a television set at a
What
camp?
do you say weird?
TV,
Oh, you emphasis T? Is that it?
apparently.
TV.
I don't hear it, but apparently I say TV weird.
TV. No, that's how I would do it too.
Okay, so
I
you're
go
weird too.
TV.
Yay, weirdos.
No, I think we're normal.
Oh,
I think you
I
just
don't.
believe that one guy that said that to you that one time.
no, a lot of people.
They're stupid.
Everyone,
Everyone's
they're all going to laugh at you.
stupid. There you go.
But yeah,
Adam
I don't
Sandler
know why
guys.
I don't think they would have a TV set there.
Why do you say that?
I've never been to a camp where there was a TV.
Oh,
I don't think.
I mean, it's his house, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's in one of the cabins. It's like one of the cabins is part of the.
Abandoned cabins, no?
So maybe you think.
He got it in. He went
I
shopping.
thought maybe you said it meant like he always lived in the camp, maybe with his mom.
Even that too, but I think after everyone cleared out, I think he just started getting like Amazon packages and stuff. For sure.
Well, it did say present day.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
Wait,
been...
was Amazon a thing in 2009?
Ooh, good question.
That is a good question.
I want to say yes, right?
I don't think so.
Damn.
I kind of want to Google
Well, that's the
that.
thing. Like Amazon,
When did Amazon?
it's going to say like 1998.
No. Wait, no. No.
Because it was a book thing before. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, wasn't it?
It was a book thing before.
When did Amazon
Start selling everything, it said.
Internet start?
No, it was a online book thing.
It was always
Yeah, it was an online bookseller. Not just a library.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about then.
Start selling everything. There. The first thing. Oh, shit. Please. All right. 1999. And
No.
selling video games.
Online?
I guess. It was always online. There was no store.
I don't...
It's an internet company.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't... Okay.
But yeah, I don't remember it.
So Jason was on
was
track, man. He was ahead of the time.
He probably got drone packages dropped off.
No, there was no drones in
We
2000.
don't know anymore. Listen, it came out in the 90s.
But yeah, they're going through the house, and she finds the locket that we saw Jason pick up.
Right.
And now Whitney picks it up.
Why are these girls doing it?
I would pick it up, but I think it's weird when her boyfriend's like, "Oh, it's cool, you should keep it." It's like, that's a little weird.
Everyone's a little strange. Again,
Although I would, but I'm not going to lie.
You should keep it?
I would.
It's like a personalized image. It's like someone's picture.
From like the old.
A black and white photo.
Kind of cool. Maybe the locket is worth something or some shit. Who knows? You never know.
That's bad
and it's
juju.
Creepy. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But they do find his bed as well.
Yeah, weird. And it's like a baby's bed.
What? I hope he didn't put his name there after the fact, because that's just giving your shit away.
Yeah, that's true.
That's silly.
Yeah,
That better have been his childhood bed, which makes me think it's his childhood home.
Right. I know, right? Because there was a whole child's. So this
there's toys and shit.
They might be live-in camp counselors or something.
Well, yeah, because
they run camp
in the original,
on their property.
His mom was the cook of the camp.
Okay, so maybe they run it out of their homestead.
And maybe she originally...
They built dorms on their property.
Interesting. Interesting.
Which sounds like a good business plan now that I think about it.
Yeah, not too shabby. We see sexy time with Richie and Amanda.
Love that.
They think Wade is watching, so they go check it out. And then Richie finds Wade, and he's like, "Oh my God, there's an ear hanging on the thing." He sees his ear.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, with the with the earbuds still in it.
Yeah.
No, because it wasn't earbuds. He had
it was
wired earbuds, but there's no. Yeah. Anyway, motor ran. Sorry, it's stuck in my head now. He runs back to the camp, and at this point, Jason has attacked Amanda.
Damn.
And she's just hanging out.
Yeah.
In a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Over the fire.
Cooking like a sausage.
Oh. She's burning up, and this is an insane scene.
I love how quick Jason does all of this, by the way. This was calculated.
I like it.
Yeah. It made it interesting because, once, who's her man?
What, Richie?
Richie?
Yeah.
Once Richie starts running back towards her to see it, his fucking foot gets caught in one bear trap that Jason perfectly set up. And now he has to watch his girl burn.
I love it.
Over fire.
He knows the area.
Super cool. This reminded me of 168 Hours.
Well, he probably made it so Richie would
have to
fuck off. And then he knew where he would come back from. Put the bear trap down. Very Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Because the bear trapper in that is very Jason 2009.
Oh, interesting.
Well, yeah, because he's got the traps, and even his build in Dead by Daylight is very Jason Bear-esque. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. The bears use bear traps.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
They had something.
Yeah, because Jason's big in this. He's a kick your ass kind of guy.
Football captain.
Maybe he could have. Maybe if all this happened
he likes hockey. Actually, goalie would be great.
There you go. Yeah, because he already has the equipment.
He's there.
It's coming full circle. But
Someone
she's
should get
dead.
that machete out of his hands and put in a hockey stick.
There you go. Or
Wait, they had a hockey stick in the shed. Oh.
Yeah, he didn't go for it.
No.
But yeah, she's dead. He's in a bear trap. And then he books it over to the camp where they are.
He's not released from the bear trap.
No, he's in the bear trap.
Yeah, and then you said he books it over.
Yeah, Jason books it over to the camp. Attacks Whitney and what was the guy that she's with? I don't know if we knew his name.
Describe him.
Oh, Mike. Apparently his name's Mike.
Jeez.
Yeah, he gets pulled. He doesn't get pulled through the floor at first. he hears someone on the other side of the door, so decides to put his head on the ground.
Okay, thankfully you're calling this out too.
Oh yeah, I would not have done that. What information are you going to get from looking under the door? You can't see anything.
So this is going to be something that I saw a lot happen during the movie, where it was whenever they wanted to lead up to a scare, they would go completely silent, and the characters start doing something insane that no human would ever think to do.
Oh yeah, they up the whole.
We're watching someone slowly. And we called it out one scene too, where someone slowly goes up to blinds and then slowly walks. We'll get to that. But this guy just slowly goes on his all hands and knees to look under a door crack to see if someone's behind it. I guess.
But you would see the shadow anyway.
Yeah, so like, what are we doing?
That's what I mean. Like, there was no end game, because if there was someone there and they just pushed the door in, he would get knocked on his ass.
These guys,
but that doesn't even happen because Jason's underneath them and just starts upwards, poking out the fucking floor.
He has a great. When he first falls back from the shock, he gets a nice between the legs and ooh.
And then he gets his his thigh slash, and then it goes through his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, and we forgot to mention, he pulls out the mama's head from the bathtub, which was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I think there's a doll's head in there. I'm like, how big of a doll you think is in there?
And why do you want to see it? These curious fucking characters, I swear to God. Let me peek under the door. Let me pull this severed doll's head. It's fine.
Yeah, because it's not weird that there's a bathtub with like
water
gothic,
in it still.
Yeah, there's water and then all those candles and all this shit. And then he reaches in, grabs it. He's like, oh my God. And then, he gets sliced in the leg through the hand and then just pulled right underground.
Yeah.
Jason just breaks through the floor.
Strong guy.
He's going to have to repair that now.
Yeah.
I think he does, because I don't think they see.
Oh, right.
Broken.
Oh, he's a quick fixer.
Oh, he's a handyman.
Hey, farm hands.
He got that TV.
Yeah, that's true.
Whitney makes it back to the camp. She sees that Amanda's dead, burning on the ground.
And she checks her first before going to save the guy screaming in the bear trap.
Well, she doesn't see him at first, and he's not screaming. Not right away.
Because I thought he seemed shocked that he was going, hey. And then she runs up to the body and sees smoke coming out of her friend. And then she goes.
Well, maybe she didn't hear him.
I didn't see like a moment of like, realization.
Maybe she wasn't a fan of Richie.
That's what I'm thinking too.
And also, there was no Ralph.
There was never any Ralph?
No.
Wow. I hate this news being broken on me.
You remember
now.
Ralph from the first one? You're going to die out there. It's a death cuz.
Yeah, that's right.
I was hoping that Ralph was going to show up randomly, like when they think Jason's outside of the tent, and he is.
Yeah.
But open it, and it's just the old guy like, yo, we're going to die out here. Fuck. And tents are freaky,
for one
dude.
More?
Before Amanda gets grabbed, tents are fucking crazy. Because, like, in a scary way. Because you feel safe, quote unquote, in them, but really you're
exposed.
Fucked.
Yeah.
You're exposed, and no matter where you try to get out, anyone outside is going to get there first. So, like, if you initially think you're in danger when you first check outside, you might as well just book it.
Someone should make metal tents.
Aren't there? Probably
Probably
not.
heavy. Probably heavy.
Heavy duty.
Heavy
shit.
duty.
Heavy duty. But yeah, she's helping dude in the bear trap. She's like, oh, I can't get it. And Jason just runs and puts the machete in his face.
Super scary.
All up
he
in
just
his face.
Sprints up and splits this man's head in half like
Did
a
this
watermelon.
make up for not showing Wade?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so.
Or even now. We'll wait until we get to the end of the movie.
And then it looks like he's about to kill Whitney, too. And then it just cuts to the title card, 25 minutes in.
And it goes...
and we went longer.
School's out for summer.
Did it get you pumped? Was that a good opening?
School's out. 6 weeks later.
Was it 6 weeks later? Look at you. He looked at my notes.
I didn't look at your fucking notes.
Sure. Yeah, it's 6 weeks later.
I've got my own.
It's still present day.
I wrote it too.
There you go. Look at that. And we get Trent and his group of friends, quote unquote. They're not really his friends. He just wants to show off his Escalade and his big cabin in the woods.
Was it an Escalade?
It was an Escalade.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it was a
Beautiful
big
luxury. Daddy's money.
Oh, yeah. And they're pulling up to a gas station.
Yeah.
And he's telling everyone to fill up his gas.
Yeah.
Or no, to go pay for it or some shit. And I love, what's his name? Chewy. He grabs the box of condoms.
Oh, yeah. His name was Chewy?
Yeah.
The Asian kid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Great name. I'm assuming it's a nickname. I'm just going to put that out there.
I'm scared to know what his real name is, if that's the nickname. Chewy sounds...
Well, he's a stoner. It's very
I guess.
stoner-esque.
That's Chewbacca. I did Chewbacca.
That sounded more like
was in pain.
a...
You do it then. Don't tell me
No. You sound more like an Ewok. I don't know what that is.
Me neither. I saw him in the cantina.
Well, he's getting the condoms to experiment anyway.
Yeah, that's what...
He's not having the sex.
Yeah. I like to experiment.
I wonder what he's going to do with them.
Put them on like 3 times.
Water balloons?
Ooh.
They make great water balloons.
So I hear. I've seen videos.
Right?
Stick them outside of a moving car.
That's
really
pretty
goes.
crazy. Or
Really
you can like blow them up on your head.
Yeah.
That's funny looking. Like
blow
people
them up on, and
they
then
put them over
your head.
their head, like up to their nostrils.
Okay.
And then blow air through their nostrils, and it like grows like a Marge Simpson.
That's fun.
It looks fun. Can
you do a Marge
done
impression?
Anything. No, I don't do impressions.
You never even try.
I can do an impression of a hot dog.
Guys, he stood very still.
Yeah, that's a.
You didn't have
That's
much.
a Mrs. Doubtfire thing.
Is it?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Hero.
funny. Yeah. Anyway, then we meet Clay, who's searching for his sister, which is very much like the 4th movie in the franchise.
And what's our asshole guy's name?
Trent.
Clay and Trent.
Fucking
when I
Trent.
first saw these boys, I got scared because I was not going to be able to tell them apart with their fucking surfer boy haircuts.
One's blonde and one's brunette. There
it
you
was
go.
hard. I'm colorblind. I just go off vibes, you know.
But yeah, they get into a little.
Yeah, a little spat.
Thanks for being a dick, man.
And for
you
no
sure
reason.
You don't want to be friends?
Like, so
Because Trent's a douche.
Clint, what's his name?
Clay.
Clay's just looking for his fucking sister.
That's
who
right.
Got lost 6 weeks ago and showing this poor gas station man a poster.
You know, if it was up to me, I'd post those all. I'd post them, paint the walls with those. But my boss says it's against the rule.
Yeah, that's what I say to people too.
Something like that.
Yeah. And, okay. And then fucking Trent gets angry for literally no reason.
Hey, you gonna buy something, man?
Yeah.
Because taking a long time up there.
Yeah. Super cool, by the way.
Oh, Trent's so cool. Yeah. No, he has a face that you just want to hit.
I think he's cool, and I'd want to hang out with him.
And you just want to hang out at his cottage. I was going to say cabin, and then I went with the cottage.
Cottage in the woods.
It is a good night. It's a nice looking cottage.
Why don't they do more cottage in the woods? Like an upscale, nicer cottage.
I mean, they've already got all the cabin in the woods.
Yeah, so why not move up?
I mean, there's
in
some
economic class.
Some of the Friday the 13th take place in like houses around the lake, so they're kind of like cottages, but people just live there. I want to
see a nice cottage like this. I think the set piece was nice.
It was a nice set piece.
We didn't get much in cottage stuff, though. Did we?
Yeah.
A little, yeah, I guess a little.
Quite a bit. What
I
are you
wanted them
talking
to
about?
utilize the space a little bit more uniquely, I guess.
I thought they did a good job.
Like,
Jason just fucking tears them apart.
Put them in the dumbwaiter and send them down to the laundry room.
That's been done. But yeah, we see Clay run into the asshole cop who's just like, well, your sister, she was with her boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah. Well, she probably just ran off with him. He's like, well, you're a douche.
Yeah.
Our mom just died and she wouldn't miss a funeral, you dick.
Yeah, what the fuck are you saying right now?
Just give up. Just go home.
Hey, just be honest with me, bud.
Lawrence is fucking funny. They show up to the cabin, they get out of the Escalade or whatever, and I can't remember the stupendous girl's name.
What do you want to call her?
I can't remember what her name is. But let's just say...
We'll say it's Trent's girl, right?
No, because it's the girl he cheats on, or cheats with.
I didn't believe that he was cheating.
I'm pretty sure he's with Jenna.
I don't think that relationship was established, at least strongly enough for me to remember.
I always thought they were a couple. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. We'll get to
Let
the
us
scene
know.
why.
Let us know
We'll get to the
what you
scene
think.
why.
Because they get out of the car and Lawrence is the black guy. So she's like, "So what kind of music are you into? Rap?" And he's like, "What? You think just because I'm a black guy, I can't be walking around listening to Green Day?" She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. What do you listen to?" He's like, "Rap," and then walks away.
Yeah. And I bet he also does listen to Green Day.
Oh, who doesn't? Especially in 2009.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
And they're on holiday.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, nice cottage. And then we meet Lucille. Do you remember who Lucille is?
That sounds like a cat's name.
Nope.
I would name my cat Lucille.
Nope.
I think it's a very pretty name.
Chewie and Lawrence are excited about Lucille. It's their bong.
Is that right? They named their bong Lucille?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's opening it up, and it's in like the little suitcase.
Oh, that's right.
And he's like, "Oh,
it's
Lucille,
all kitted out.
So nice to see you." And she was like, "You've been cheating on me. You've been smoking that bowl." Yeah, good shit.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we see Clay talk to some locals. They're a little crazy.
Yeah.
No Ralph.
Yeah, just going door to door in the local
Creep town folk.
Creep town city.
Like the old lady with the dog.
Yeah.
"You just leave us alone. You leave him alone too." Who the fuck are you talking about? And we do get a little dog jump scare. That scare you?
No.
I saw you jump, Steven.
No, I was pissed off because it was another silence for 2 minutes until a very loud noise comes.
Well, no one was answering the door. Why wouldn't it be silent? You just want music everywhere.
He's moving in slow motion and like touching the door and like crouching down.
Hello.
Weirdos.
And then he gets introduced to the creepy redneck dude in the barn.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. You shouldn't sneak up on somebody like that. You're lucky I didn't kick your ass.
Yeah.
This is Mr. What and What's property. If he saw you, you're lucky you didn't get an ass full of buckshot.
Yeah.
This guy's creepy as fuck. He's
I
like,
love
"Have you
this
seen my
character."
sister?" He's like, "I wish I had."
I love this character so much. I love that.
I really wish I had. And he just looks up. He's like, "No, sorry, no." Because Clay looks like he can easily probably kick his ass.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And he's still
easily.
just like, "I'm a pervert looking at your sister."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I haven't seen her. Oh, by the way, you want some weed? I found some weed. I found some weed in the forest."
So, yeah, that shows that at least this guy doesn't know about whose weed this is.
Yeah, he doesn't know about Jason.
Yeah.
Well, because when he runs into him, he's like, "Who the fuck?"
Yeah.
Which is in a little bit. And then we see Nolan and Chelsea. Oh, yeah, Nolan and Chelsea are two of the teens, or I think they're teenagers.
Couples.
Well, he wants to bang her.
Okay.
Because it's another one of those, "Hey, can we, where's the lake?" Or does it say lake or some shit? "You guys want to come?" And he's behind her doing like the sexy stuff, going, "No, don't come. I'm gonna come."
Yeah.
And they're like, no, here, take my car. Which is funny, because if he's making those...
Yeah.
Wouldn't you assume in a nice big Escalade, that's where it would happen?
That's what I was thinking too.
So that was very out of character of Clay, or that he just missed that.
Or maybe he's... I get... Yeah.
That's nasty.
It's
if he's not
nasty.
going to let them play beer pong in the cottage, I don't think they would let them sexy sex in his parents'
But
Escalade.
he gives them the fucking car keys and says,
"Don't take my boat out."
Nobody drives my boat.
And then, of course, what do you think he meant by that? You don't think after he said that, "I'm not going to just want to drive his boat"?
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to drive his boat.
And we cut to them fucking wakeboarding with her top off.
Yep, nudie wakeboarding. That must
Phenomenal.
feel nice.
I'm sure. Beautiful breeze. I have something in my notes.
Imagine skinny wakeboarding. Is that what your notes are?
Yeah, it's exactly that, actually. It says, imagine skinny wakeboarding. The fuck
I don't know
does
if I
that
would
mean?
want that. What do you mean?
What do you mean, skinny wake? What does that mean?
Like skinny dipping, like completely nude.
No, that's crazy. Have you seen the videos of the skydivers doing that naked?
I think so, and it was just weird.
Terrifying.
Well, yeah, because everything's just pushing
Everything's
up.
getting pushed up, and wind is going in parts that shouldn't see wind.
That would feel very odd. I don't think I would like that.
No.
And
you can't stop it.
because you don't know where you're landing.
Yeah.
What if you landed like a preschool?
And like, I'm scared if I pull the parachute, then my...
Your balls will explode. I don't know what you're doing.
I didn't. It was way too verbose to say that.
He's basically doing a wafting motion from his crotch.
No, it would imagine holding marbles, 2 marbles in like dough, and then you do this to the dough. You give it a lot of G-force.
Like a whip.
Yeah. Like you're holding it and then you
Oh,
stop.
yeah.
I imagine the marbles keep going down, but the dough stretches.
Oh. So it's basically like Mother Nature kicking you in the nuts.
Yeah, and just pulling.
Friday the 13th.
So
How did we get
horrifying.
into... Oh, yeah, wakeboarding.
Naked breast girl.
See, I wouldn't want to do it naked. One, because I'm bashful, and 2, hitting the water when you fall, if that's what hits first.
Oh, my God.
Oh, the clap from that.
That's why you have to be stiff at all times, so it like cuts into it.
That's hard.
And then you slow down. You create enough drag.
Ow.
There's ways to do this.
It's not safe to be naked as a dude and do stuff.
It's not safe to be naked in general. I feel so vulnerable. It can't be safe. I feel vulnerable.
Well, if you're naked in general, it's illegal too.
Yeah, it's illegal. No one can witness it. Just
hey,
myself.
what's your note?
Even the asshole. Oh yeah, the asshole is what, Trent?
Trent, yeah.
And
Clay.
the girl that comes outside at one point to talk to him, and he gets like goofy and flirtatious.
That's not his quote unquote girlfriend?
That's not the girl he has sex with, but you see, you're right. Okay, let's talk about this scene, because this might lead into them having a relationship.
Okay, but tell me what
he was
scene
sitting outside on like a patio, and she came outside to talk to him, and he was getting like flirtatious.
Well, that's why I thought they were a couple.
This scene, yeah.
Because they're the only two that seem...
They could be interested or something, or like crushing. They don't seem
friends.
to be. They don't seem to be official.
Okay.
IMO.
Okay, so it's either... Because she asks him, why did you invite everyone if they're not, if you can't trust them or if they're not your friends? So I assumed that they're either girlfriend and boyfriend or like the 2 rich kids.
Yeah.
So she's another rich kid, so they're kind of on that level, and she sees everyone the same, and he's like high and mighty type thing.
Right.
But I always got the impression they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I've now revised to I think they're crushing on each other.
Well, because why would he get mad at her fucking the guy in the woods?
See, and if we want to talk about that scene right now, I think...
Because he looks all pouty at the party.
I think he was just...
If he was going to get with the
like
girl...
slut-shaming her. That's how I took the vibe. He's like, oh, you're rough,
with him,
fucking
like,
that
at
dude.
The party, like, because they're all having fun and stuff, and the girl's dancing and whatnot, and he's just, like, pouting in the corner.
Yeah.
I assumed it was because he was mad that she wasn't back yet.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or just jealous, like if your crush goes off with someone.
Touche.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so they're out on the boat.
Yes.
We skipped ahead a little bit, but they're out on the boat. She finally wipes out.
Yeah.
After doing like flips and 360s and handstands and not really, but
and he turns back and goes,
"Oh yeah." And Jason knows how to shoot a bow and arrow.
He's playing Minecraft out here.
Dude, it's insane.
This guy is full enchantments.
Because the sound too, because you hear like
yeah,
and
beautiful
in his head, and he turns around, he's like, it's just sticking out of his face.
And the boat turns around.
The boat turns around and
I thought this was a hilarious scene. She doesn't move out of the way.
Well, it's kind of hard.
Swim.
Yeah.
I
but you don't know what, like, it's kind of like
down.
deking something. Okay.
Go down.
All right.
Exhale all the air from your lungs so you sink quickly. And then you just kind of sit there and watch it go over you.
Touche.
At least that's what maybe, if you're people aren't. I grew in the water.
Well, maybe she assumed he was playing, like, she didn't know he was dead
chicken.
yet. Yeah, playing chicken.
I'm going to win.
No, she probably thought he was going to turn at the last second or something, but he doesn't, obviously, because he's dead, and it smacks her in the head.
I would have liked a little bit of the boat motor clipping her leg or something. I would have enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They didn't do it for me.
Apparently, she was supposed to just drown here. She was supposed to, like, see, because she sees Jason on the shore.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was supposed to just keep, I was going to say frolicking. Treading water.
Yeah, frolicking water. She's like dancing on top of it.
Well, because I said, why doesn't she just start swimming to the other side, even though she probably has a concussion?
Yeah, not thinking right.
But I would still rather do that than just swim not far from him because she ends up swimming to a dock and just hiding.
And I love
it.
this scene so much.
Oh, this is so great.
Finally, one that wasn't a loud noise after silence.
Yeah, it was just a cool.
It was silence and
knife
it was just
to the head because she's hiding.
Yeah, under the dock.
He's looking
all around.
It seems like he gave up.
Yeah,
and then the knife comes instead of coming through the floor, it comes through the ceiling of the dock.
And it's like Jason's at IKEA eating Swedish meatballs with a toothpick because he pulls her head back up and then her breasts.
Yeah, we have to see her breasts
cold
one more
from
time,
the water.
They were,
and so I appreciate that.
They were
sort of
cold.
filmmaking.
Very
Oscar.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's dead.
Yes.
And
assumingly.
Is it her body that he's carrying back to the camp? Because it's at this point where, because mixed all in with this, because it's bouncing back between everyone. Clay shows up at the cottage. Trent gets pissed off, kicks him out, and then this is when Jenna leaves with him.
Yeah.
So they eventually go to Camp Crystal Lake. Why did I bring that up?
Dude, you're telling me?
Oh, because of the body he's carrying.
Right, yes.
Because I think this is the last person we see Jason killing.
Okay.
Because was there anyone else before? Oh, it could be the guy on the boat, but he would have to literally track down where the boat went.
Did we talk? Are we? No. Yeah, like Chewy?
No, he hasn't gotten to the cottage yet.
Oh.
Because, so
what do you mean this is the last person we see Jason killing?
Like, before he's carrying... You know how Whitney...
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Not Whitney.
Before
Jenna
he has a
Clay.
body in his hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it would be her body, probably.
I mean, he had bodies to choose from.
This is true.
Yeah, he could have been anyone.
Because at this point, he has also killed the creepy redneck.
Yeah.
Who was just fucking hilarious because we see him smoking the weed. So maybe Jason found that he smoked his weed.
The weed.
See, all that's fitting so well.
I mean, guys, he runs a legal farm out there. Doesn't want any attention.
Although creepy redneck dude says that someone's been stealing kerosene and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So that could be the reason.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he could have stood like...
Could have been him.
Well, it was probably Jason stealing the kerosene, but then he saw the weed and was like, oh, son of a bitch. So he decided to hang out in the attic. And he almost... what is the name of Jenna? No, Gina. She's the one that took creepy redneck's virginity. The mannequin up in the attic.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is why I love this character so much. It's because they didn't need to give him like this pervy-driven character, but it was so great.
Yeah, like it could have been really creepy, but it's just making fun of himself.
Has he sat on the couch and looked at the nudie mag? He has
already,
that's
how it starts. He's in the downstairs smoking a joint and then pulling out a nudie magazine. And then he hears someone upstairs. He's like, oh, hell no.
This is, I remember this because this is when I wrote this. All the characters and side characters are super funny and feel like Edgar Wright acting and writing. The lines feel off the cuff and authentic. It's because when he was looking at the nudie mag and licked the fucking this poor woman.
Oh yeah.
And said some line, I forgot what line, but oh my god, it was that couldn't have been scripted. It was, I believed him.
He's too
It was
good.
so authentic.
But yeah, he runs into the mannequin. Remember the first night we made love? And then he sees Jason, pulls off the bag. Because up until this point, Jason has had a bag on his head.
Yeah.
He has not had a hockey mask.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
We apologize.
Sorry, guys.
It happens. But he has no bag on his head now because it's been taken off. And we only see a very quick glimpse of his face.
Yep.
Pretty scary.
Scary face. Wouldn't want to see that in my attic.
No. Not near my mannequin.
Not near my man.
Hell no. You can take the weed. Just leave my mannequin alone.
Wow.
Damn right.
Hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, but unfortunately, creepy guy, he does not survive. And this is when Jason finds his mask.
But creepy guy, and also another great thing about this guy's writing that they didn't have to, creepy guy had the quickest reflexes out of anyone.
He's still got his throat
Because
slash.
he had like a stick in his hand or something.
Oh, yeah.
Right before Jason came up to him, and he immediately turned around and swung.
Well, he kind of did that at Clay, too. He just seems like a jumpy motherfucker.
I loved that they added that at least.
He did steal someone's
Some
weed,
great
so
personality, yeah.
he's probably spooked about that.
Yeah, true. He's like hyper paranoid.
Especially if he's been smoking it.
Yeah.
And then, he gets his throat slashed.
Yeah.
Jason's about to put the bag back on his head, and he finds
a little antique.
Little hockey mask.
Yeah.
Little goalie mask. If you don't know what it looks like, you crazy.
You crazy, guys.
It's nuts.
This is how people still know what hockey is. It's thanks to Friday the 13th.
It's true. And Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. Because that's still relevant today.
Yeah, because I don't even think they're a team anymore. Clay and Jenna find the camp.
Yes.
Yes, they do. And they eventually find Jason's house, and there's a wall of knots. Did you see that? All the different knots?
Yeah.
Because Jason's smart.
He's like a boat guy.
I think he's been learning everything from like camp books and
shit.
shit.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense.
Anything you can find.
Yeah.
And on a camp, they would probably have some sort of books on archery, or at least he can practice there, because there's an archery
that makes sense.
Field or whatever, range.
His mother was the cook. That's why he uses the machete.
Well, he picks it up from the murder scene.
That's right.
I'm assuming that's the same one.
That's like for cutting up meat, pork,
Yeah.
long pig.
Yeah, but this is when they see, because it's dark now. It got dark very quickly.
And they're like these stupid fucking weird, curious characters.
They see because even when Jason's carrying the body, they hide under the canoes at first. And
under a dock, and then Jason gets angry at canoes.
No, they're under those canoes.
They are?
Yeah,
and then they moved?
Yeah.
Before Jason came and knocked over the canoes?
Well, I guess as he was throwing them, maybe they got out at some point. I don't know. It doesn't show you. That's one of those movie
I thought they
things.
were under like a deck this whole time and watching him go to the canoes.
No. Well,
because he drops a bag in front of them.
Because they're under the canoes. He drops the bag, or drops the body. And then he sees their bag, and then goes over to the lights, and maybe that's when they booked it quickly. And when he turns the lights on and starts throwing the canoes, they're just over behind something else.
I remember it differently.
No, maybe. I don't know. But that's why he's throwing the canoes.
I have this scene because I was angry at them. All the characters do really silly things. These two characters started creeping around a forest at night, break into an abandoned shack, and just casually walk out and hide under a deck, I said.
Well, no, they see him carrying the body. That's what makes them hide.
Yes, on the property. And then they hide and leave their bag just in front of this deck. Jason walks up to the bag, drops the body next to the bag, picks up the bag, and then goes over to the canoes and then starts fucking up canoes.
No, he's fucking up the canoes because that's where he thinks they are.
Yes, but they never left under the deck.
I don't
until
think
he walks away from the canoes, then they dip.
They didn't find anything underneath the house yet.
I don't know why we're talking about this.
Me neither.
Under the house. They're under a deck.
No, it was the canoes. That's why he was throwing them. I'm almost positive. If I'm wrong,
okay, wait,
I will drink my piss.
You said that's why he's throwing them.
Because that's where he thought they were, which they were.
I agree with that.
And that's how it's supposed to... That's why it's supposed to throw you off. They were there, and he's so quick to throw the lights on, he starts throwing the canoes, and then all of a sudden they're not. So it's supposed to make you think, like, how the fuck did they...
I just don't remember that scene like that. I'm sorry.
Stop smoking.
They were under the deck so much.
There was no deck.
Or something. They were
canoes.
Because the
canoes were on, like, a stand thing. They weren't just stacked up on top of each other. They were on, like, a wooden thing.
Here we go. POV shot when Jason drops the body. We're seeing a POV shot of them, aren't we?
They're on their stomachs under the canoes. We're talking about this one stupid scene
Does he drop the body in front of the canoes? This will help me.
Yeah, like right beside the canoes.
So the body and the bag are right next to the canoes?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the POV shot I saw. Okay. I thought they were under a deck. The lighting looks strange.
Well, yeah, because it's very dark until he has these fucking floodlights.
Yeah.
Ginormous, like, baseball field.
Beautiful.
Fucking things. And yeah, this is another reason he's fucking crazy big and shit. He's throwing these canoes just with one hand off the rack.
Strong guy.
God damn. Well, maybe two hands, but even still, canoes are fucking heavy. Yeah. Especially ones from like the 80s, because those were real like wood fucking crazy shit. And we did miss this. We skipped Shoot the Boot.
Oh, yeah, and they have a little drinking game.
Yeah, because when we were talking about them talking, what makes them go outside is... Oh, wait, maybe it is after... Anyway, at one point, they're playing games in the cottage, and they're playing beer pong.
Yeah.
And the losing team has to pour the beer into the winning team's shoe.
And shoot the boot.
And, of course, Trent loses, but doesn't want to do it. And, of course, his partner...
Yeah.
one that he cheats with, quote unquote, won't do it.
Yeah.
So Chewie's like, oh, well, the fucking beer's not going to go to waste.
Chad.
Yeah, bitches.
Yeah.
And he drinks it, and
phenomenal.
And then I don't know if it already passed, but he's also has the fucking drink, and it's on fire.
Oh, yes.
She blows it out, and he burns his lip. I think that's in a bit. But yeah, he's carrying the body, can't find them. He has a tantrum. And then, what I was saying is they even look intrigued here. Like when they're watching him when he turns the lights on, both her and Clay kind of have like a...
I was so confused why they turned around and watched.
Yeah, because then Clay's even like, let's follow him. And she's like, "Are you... What?
Yeah, no. And then he went, shh, or something, like, just like, shush her.
We need to go fucking warn people.
But then they get closer, and then he gets spooked, and then says, okay, let's go. So I don't know why he is an asshole.
Well, he just wants to find his sister, so he assumes that this is where she is. But if he's carrying a body, you should assume she's dead as well.
Yeah,
just saying.
I'd call it quits.
I would too.
Sorry.
But as they're running back, they do the tripwire thing, and we find out that it's leading underground to like these mine tunnels.
Yeah.
And it's doing a little bell, like triggering a bell, and we see that Whitney's alive.
Yeah.
The sister.
Oh, I understand.
She is the locket.
Why these spells exist now. Because I was very confused when I was watching it, what the hell that was for.
Yeah, it's like
if
to
he's
warn
in the
him
basement, he knows.
Yeah, because he's a hunter.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Trapper, hunter.
Yeah. Also, I believe I'm not. My mind may have made it up. We watched the normal cut of this movie. There is an uncut one that I have on Blu-ray that I always watch. A lot of people don't like the tunnel system here. They're like, "Oh, that's such a stupid way for him to like such a cheap thing to come up with for him to get around quickly."
Oh.
But in the uncut version, I'm pretty sure it's the uncut version, there is a throwaway line where someone mentions that Camp Crystal Lake was built on an old mine.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was previously dug up.
Yeah, mine shafts.
Yeah.
Because he even has a pickaxe at one point.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing it or made that. I thought that was like on the property already.
And actually, watching the original 3 right before watching this time around, someone, I don't know, I can't remember if it's Jason or his mother, but someone actually does have a pickaxe at one point as the weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
So why would there be a pickaxe?
Yeah, at a
I
camp.
think it was just left behind from the miners. So I think maybe that's where they got the idea anyway.
Makes sense.
And I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
And she's alive. She's like, help. They don't hear her. Jason throws the backpack at her. And this part is probably the one part that kind of bugs me. Mm-hmm. She opens Clay's backpack. She finds her photo. She's like, yeah, he's looking for me.
Yeah.
And then she finds that like, it's like a walkie-talkie or a GPS or something.
Right.
And right away, she starts James Bonding the shit out of it to get a pin.
Yeah, yeah.
But she knew it was in there.
Yeah, so very strange.
Like at least look through the bag a bit more.
Yeah, yeah. Find something else.
But she like takes out the batteries and is like taking the plastic apart and like finds the pin.
Crazy
she's like, oh, this will unlock
for this
it.
girl. Yeah.
I didn't know she was training to be a cop or fucking Inspector
cops do
Gadget.
that? There we go.
I was getting
only
there.
Inspector Gadget.
No, he'd already have the pin.
Go Gadget pin.
But yeah, they run back to warn the others. They trip on the wire underground. Hello.
Darkness, my old
Jason
friend.
goes down and throws Clay. Yeah, sorry. Backpack, GPS, stupid.
Nice.
Jason gets mad. Oh, yeah. This is when he gets mad at her again. And then we connect that it's the necklace that's kind of saving her.
Yes.
Because she's like, Jason.
Yeah.
And like holds it up. And he's like, oh.
Like it's a crucifix to
it's all good, Mom.
A vampire.
Well, when you look at the picture in the amulet or whatever, she looks like his mom. So I think it's just even though he has the head of his mom.
I like the Jason, it's okay line.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a cool line.
Well, I think maybe he thinks she's reincarnated, maybe.
Yeah, something.
Even though he has the brain set of how, like, a 10-year-old or whatever when he saw his mom die. So I don't know how he would have that kind of knowledge.
I would say since his mother probably mistreated him, and what seemed like a harsh woman, that he just craved a sort of motherly figure.
So he just wants her to be his mom.
Just something like that, yeah. She's a kind soul.
Poor confused Jason. He gets mad, sees a necklace, leaves her alone, and then goes after the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Back to the cabin.
Because they're smoking his weed.
Yeah, and Chewie in his flaming drink burns his lip and breaks Trent's dad's chair.
Yep.
Family heirloom.
I can fix it.
Yeah, I can MacGyver that shit.
And he's like, all right, there's tools in the shed. Go for it. And I can't believe how quick he was to be like, all right, make it. You better, you better.
And Lawrence
MacGyver
is
this
like,
shit.
yeah, you better fucking to go do it.
And then
all these tools do not seem like they've been touched ever.
No. And when Chewie walks out, he says, "They don't call me the Wood Wizard because I masturbate a lot."
That was a great line. I have that written down too. But yeah, he goes to the tool shed, takes fucking forever, to the point where Trent and the girl go upstairs to have sexy time, and Lawrence decides to masturbate in the living room.
He smoked a bowl and then masturbated?
In the living room, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
I would get a little
go to the bathroom,
paranoid that someone would walk in, which they do.
Yeah.
And your friend just went to get tools.
Yeah.
He didn't go to town.
And he has to fix this thing that he left in the living room.
In the living room. What are you doing, Lawrence?
But thankfully...
Maybe he wanted Chewie to walk in on him?
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Okay, I could see that.
No, he's too busy looking at this ginormous fucking garage full of tools.
You know what they should have done? Just to make that a reality, when he was looking through like the Sears catalog, it should have been like someone who looks like Chewie. He's like, that'll do. And then he gets like bashful.
I do like these two characters because you always get, or 90% of the time in recent horror movies, especially 90s, there's always like the stoner character.
Yeah.
I like that there's two here.
Yeah. And they're like super bad friends.
They're good friends.
I meant the movie Super. Is it called
Super Bad?
It is called Super Bad.
Okay.
They're not super bad friends. They're super bad friends.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But thankfully, Chewie never actually interrupts this guy.
No, because he's in the garage drinking the good shit.
They have a wine cellar in this shed.
Well, it's not wine. It's like
Whiskey,
bourbon and shit.
Yeah, probably bourbon.
And it's not even locked, though.
No.
So, number one, it's not in that giant house somewhere.
Yeah.
It's in the shed, and it's unlocked.
Yeah, it's not like it's being oak-aged in a barrel. That would make a little more sense.
It was probably just really expensive, and he starts drinking that shit.
Yeah, just, oh.
Then he finds the hockey stick, because everyone...
starts fucking around.
Well, I guess the lake freezes over.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Where is Crystal Lake?
Crystal Lake?
What state's this supposed to be in?
Didn't we see the sign in the first movie? Wasn't it New Jersey?
Oh. Weird how they didn't hear an accent on it.
Where's New Hampshire?
That's different. But I don't know. That might be a state for all I know.
No, what part? They're driving by the cemetery in like the original.
Yeah.
Oh, when the girl's like walking through the town and stuff, it says something NJ.
New Jersey.
I'm pretty sure both of us were like, oh, okay, it's New Jersey.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that'd be
if I'm remembering the letters correctly.
That is near us.
That is kind of near us, isn't it? Yeah, so he finds a hockey stick, fucking playing around, and then he smacks a light. He breaks it all over the place.
Yeah.
And there's a cool transition of the light swinging and Jason just kind of standing behind him.
Yeah.
I don't know where his lead feet went. He's very sneaky when he wants to be.
Yeah.
Very sneaky.
Right on his feet.
Right on his feet. No, but Chewie's like, he almost doesn't care. He's like, oh, fuck, man. You scared me.
Yeah, he just thinks it's his buddy.
Have your hockey stick back. Yeah. It completes your ensemble.
I guess that's what happens when you're drunk.
And high, yeah. That booze was just that good. You're not afraid of Jason.
Yeah.
But yes, then we get the stupendous scene of Trent and the nice boobied lady.
Yeah, stupendous.
The stupendous.
Did he call them boobies?
They're so juicy, dude.
Yeah. Oh, they're so juicy, dude.
Like, did we get transported to like 94? Because Trent has the surfer haircut, but he never talks like a surfer. And then all of a sudden, he's just like, your tits are stupendous.
Yeah.
She's like, you really know how to talk to ladies. Like, it's my best quality or something like that. You're so juicy.
Yeah. I like that his character had like these goofy, when he was around girls, he was like super goofy and nerdy almost.
Yeah.
It was a fun little extra layer to him.
And then what's their faces get back? Clay and Jenna. Like, there's a guy out there with a dead body. You fucking with me because I'm high? Because I literally just smoked a bowl. And then they're trying to get everyone together. At this point, Chewie's still getting killed. Oh yeah, because when he gets fully killed. He's fighting off Jason pretty well.
Yeah.
And is almost about to stab him with a screwdriver, but Jason overpowers him, turns the screwdriver, and slowly pushes it into his throat.
Right through his neck, yeah.
Right into his neck cavity.
was good. It was a good little kill.
It was a nice shots, nice use of lighting because the light's swinging.
Yeah. Basically every single kill I've loved.
Oh, me too. And the light swinging reminds me of the axe kill in the first one.
Yeah,
when it's the light.
Yeah.
Look at that. Everything's just fucking full circle.
I thought that was in Texas Chainsaw.
No.
Okay.
That was in Friday the 13th.
Why do they all have to wear masks for?
Because it's hard for them to show their face.
To make a...
They're bashful.
Okay.
They're bashful.
All right, guys.
Yeah, so he gets killed. Jason watches some sexy time.
Yeah.
He's just out the window and he's like, those are stupendous.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Good job, dude. And then the lights go out somehow when he's on the roof.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's a power thing somewhere up there.
I've seen those ones that connect to the top of the roof.
Oh, which would make sense, especially for a cabin in the woods or a cottage or a fucking mansion.
Okay, calm down.
I'm sorry. It was nice.
It's nice I want to go.
Must be nice to have more than one house.
Yeah.
Or a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're still going at it. Lights go out, and then not Trent. Jenna's trying to get to Trent. She's like, there's a guy out there. She's like, don't listen to her. She's just crazy. And then, of course, Lawrence has to go check on Chewie. And they're like, no, don't go. And he's like, man, I can kick his ass.
Yeah. And I love his weapon setup so much.
Oh,
the cast iron pan for like a...
isn't it like a wok? Because it has that kind of handle.
Woks don't have handles. Woks are completely round on the bottom. Yeah.
Well, that's not where the handle is anyway.
Yeah, it's like a sauce pot. It's like a cast iron. And
he was
uses
Captain American.
What's that called? A bracer? When it's just on your forearm?
Well, I don't know.
I know smaller shields
shield.
have a word. Yeah.
It was a Captain America shield.
And then the fucking fire poke with the flashlight attachment on it. Oh my god.
He was ready to go.
It's like Call of Duty.
Ready to whoop some ass.
And this was the moment where this is what I thought. Are you ready?
This is what you thought? What'd you think? What did he think, everybody?
Black guy is going out to get the wood wizard. I hope one of these characters can stand up to Jason throughout maneuvering or outsmarting.
I mean, they both put up a decent fight.
But this guy put up the sickest fight, I think.
Well, even Chewie did pretty good.
Yeah, he stabbed him with a little scythe.
Yeah, he got thrown around a little bit, but yeah.
So good.
Yeah, so what this is when Trent comes in, claims Jenna's been fucking Clay in the woods all day.
Yeah.
They're like, that doesn't matter. Even if we were, there's a dude killing people. Shut your face.
Yeah.
And then Lawrence is in the shed, and it's cool because we assume that he's going to find Chewie in the freezer.
Yeah.
Chilling out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it turns out he's hanging out.
Yeah.
Because he's strung up from the ceiling. That was good. Because I thought he was going to be in the freezer. And he wasn't.
The subversion of expectations. Because we thought it was going to be Texas Chainsaw when they were in the freezer. But no. And then they do...
Halloween. Yeah.
When they swing from the garage in the rafters.
Yeah, in Halloween it was Bob or whatever. Yeah.
Went next to the car.
Yeah, see? Look at this.
Guys, this was the horror movie for all horror movies. It's got everything.
Yeah, but he's like, oh shit, and he gets all scared, and then he runs into Jason, and he runs away.
Yes. Great, and I love the back and forth, and I think he slices him in the leg.
Yeah, they have like a little tussle, roadhouse rumble,
and I think that was a fair battle.
Smack and tickle.
And he got away, smack and tickle. He starts tickling each other, goes, stop.
You think Jason's ticklish? I think he's ticklish. Oh,
yeah.
For sure. Why? What's in your notes?
I said, prayers answered. He fought back and died, not of his own downfall, just a respectable 50-yard axe throw.
Dude, that's probably my favorite kill.
Insane.
It's cheesy, but so good.
Yeah. You ever play the Hitman series, the newer ones?
No.
When you throw like an object like a suitcase, it'll home in on the target.
I like that.
So that's what this reminded me of.
I just like the noise too. Yeah, because Lawrence is like already almost at the house, like halfway up the hill, and he gets to the wood pile. I don't know if you noticed this, but when he gets hit with the axe, he falls over the pile of wood.
Oh, that's great.
So it was kind of like, all right, chop some wood.
Yeah.
But then Jason doesn't go up to him right away. He kind of uses him as bait.
Yeah. He starts
like
screaming.
Trying to move, and you hear the crunching of his
spine. You didn't like that.
No. Spine or Achilles.
Spine or Achilles. If you need to know Brandon's weakness.
No.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, they don't fall for it, though.
No.
They almost do.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Well, they said he's a skinwalker now. We can't trust him.
So Jason finishes the job. Takes the axe and he just like picks him up and turns him over and like pushes the axe right through his chest.
Own body weight pierce himself.
Oof. Right into the wood pile.
Very creative.
Now he's the wood wizard.
Oh. Or Jason is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason's probably.
He's the water wizard.
I guess that too. He's the master of all elements. Wood, water.
No, he doesn't like fire.
And erectile dysfunction.
Erectile?
Wectile. Because I want another W.
What's the other one? Air? He breathes.
He breathes.
Is it air or wind?
Right? Oh, W. Good. Wind. Wood, wind, water. We need.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make W's. That's why I said wectile dysfunction.
Okay.
Yeah. Alliteration.
Oh, dear. All right, yeah. So he dies.
And wisps.
And now Jason has to infiltrate the house. Because he's so sneaky.
He's such a sneaky guy.
Because they even show a window with glass over it, so he didn't use that.
Yeah.
Unless he's sneaky.
Well, he's on the roof.
He's a ninja.
He is.
Oh, that's a badass scene.
Yeah.
When they're just like
looking out
and it pans up and he's just standing there.
Yeah.
That passed already. We said that, right?
No, this is when he finishes the job.
Yeah, because he's up there and then he jumps down because the cop comes.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Because that's where he got the
quick
poke
kill.
from. He took the poke from Lawrence, went on the roof. Cop showed up. He's knocking on the front door. He's like, "Everyone okay in there?
Yeah.
I was an asshole before, but you know." And then you just hear the foot-dunk of Jason jumping behind him and just putting the poke through his face, through the door.
Blood.
And Jenna's head's like right there, and she's like, "Oh crap!"
And you know what they should have done? Opened the door and dragged his body in.
Oh, just like what was that in a Slumber Party Massacre? The pizza guy. The pizza guy.
Yeah.
Well, no, they probably know Jason's there because they were probably looking through the peephole. They're peeping through his hole.
Great kill.
That's hot. Yep, drops behind, stabs through door. He killed Bree. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. At some point through this too, Bree gets killed.
Yeah, she goes upstairs.
That's what her name is. That's
Bree.
who Trent has the sexy time with, Bree. Like cheese.
Yeah. Brie. I wrote something about her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That she's stupendous or juicy? So juicy, dude.
I remember writing Brie down. Oh, no. It must have been very early. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 'cause she kind of pulls the shower curtain and...
Yeah, why did she go upstairs? I guess just to sweep the house?
I think when the cop died... Oh, Trent runs upstairs to get his gun, and then Bree's like, Trent! And runs after him, but then loses him because the cottage is so fucking big. And also he runs into like a fucking closet or something to get to a safe, I think it was. Yeah.
To get to the gun.
She ends up looking around. She sees the window open, and then that's when she pulls the shower curtain. No one's there. And Jason's, of course, behind him, and he's like, I saw you having the boobies.
Yeah.
I saw you boobies. And then she was
really
like, that's rude. And so he throws her and kills her.
And hangs her up on the wall.
Because he just wants to hang out.
Yeah. And he said, stay here.
Yeah, he just wants to hang out with everyone.
He just choke her out. That's what he did, right?
That's what he did. He choked her out.
Yeah.
And that's what he's into.
Yeah. Hey.
Right? And then he hangs her up to dry.
Hangs her up to dry.
And then at some point, Trent fucking just shoots through the door at her.
I love the use of her body. This reminded me again of like some Simon Pegg.
Yeah, it was very like slapstick.
It was so slapstick.
Slapstick?
Yeah. Like hockey. When you broke the leg, you slapstick with the hockey stick.
Oh.
That's what they're called.
Right.
It's when you get a pass and you immediately slap it in another direction.
But yeah, Clay and Jenna like run upstairs to find Trent, and then they hear a noise, and he's just like, ah! And just shoots.
Spooked. He's so trigger happy. And he shoots through the wall like 4 times.
And he's the one that opens it.
But it's all because Bree's body fell off the hook. And made a thump.
Like she was already dead.
So he shot through the door, and then they try to open the door, and her body's in the way.
So maybe that's what Jason was doing. Maybe he was
just fucking around.
Well, yeah, doing a what's it called?
Bait and switch.
Not bait and switch. I'm not over there.
Distraction.
There's another word I was thinking of, but that makes sense too. Like he set it up that way, and I don't even remember where he goes at this point, but yeah, Trent opens the door, sees the body, and he's like, no, not knowing that Jason killed her.
Yeah.
Still blames it on Jason.
And I think
Which, if they both thought about it, they probably could have assumed.
Yes,
yeah, it
but
might
I
have been
think
you.
he cannot lose face right now, and I think even if that, I think his intention was to be like, I just killed her, I need a cover up.
Oh, I don't know.
I think
that's just his character.
because he's so jumpy right now
yeah.
and anxious.
Oh my God, Jason killed Bree. Get run. So they run outside. Bree gets thrown onto the cop car when they're trying to hot wire or find the keys and shit.
The other two were like getting a fucking.
Was it Clay or Trent?
Clay and the girl were going to hop on his bike, and he couldn't find his keys.
Oh right. Oh yeah, because this is when we hear the only scream queen scream, but it comes from Trent.
Yeah.
And it's because he's in the cop car and the body lane's like,
yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. That's probably my favorite Trent moment.
Yeah.
Because it comes from him.
Yeah.
And he's like the macho, like, this is my cabin.
Yeah.
You're taking too long at the gas station. Meh. Look at my locks.
You know,
Stupendous.
I loved these characters actually had. This is something you don't see a lot in horror movies, unfortunately, is like thick characters. Someone with depth and layers and story arc within their character development. And then, ate it up.
Trent goes running through the woods.
Yeah.
Just books it. And he catches up to a tow truck.
Yeah.
And it's Ralph. No, I'm just kidding.
This is another one of these slow-mo fucking...
Oh, yeah. It's so stupid because the driver doesn't get out and Trent's just like,
He didn't, Trent didn't say a word.
Slowly starts walking towards it. But this old guy, whoever the actor was, could have been Ralph.
Yeah,
he could have played a Ralph easily.
Who's to say it isn't?
Eventually, the driver puts his hand out the window and says, "Come here." But then Trent is still just a little uneasy, and
then we see in the review mirror, I think, Jason.
Well, yeah, he sees Jason, then Jason comes up to him, stabs him, and then throws him on the back of the truck
and
on
just
some sort of hook.
Him. Yeah.
Or maybe it's the levers for the chain or something.
They were long.
He gets hooked on something, and then the driver just drives off with him like
Trent is squirming. I thought it was like I loved
juicy, bro.
Yeah,
not stupendous
at
all.
Yeah.
I wish it. I'm not gonna lie. I wish his death was a little more, just because it was Trent.
I liked it. I liked it because he's like suffering.
Well, that maybe if he was on the actual hook and he was like swinging as it drove off, that would have been fun.
Can't feel great.
It was still a good kill, but
Can't feel great.
I would have loved if he tried to put up a fight and was the only person to like punch Jason in the face.
I disagree. I don't think he's the strongest character.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like not a good fight, but just try one hit and it's just like, and it's like,
oh, I see.
Oh shit.
Because that would hurt his ego.
Yeah, 100%.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. This is what we need.
Jason. Clay and Jenna.
Yeah, do they just run off in another direction?
Yeah, so they end up at the camp.
Oh, that's right.
They hear Whitney screaming because they go back to Jason's cabin.
Yeah.
And they find the door to the tunnels, and there's a little bro-sis reunion.
Yep.
And they make out. No, I'm just kidding. You thought they were going because they were,
They were close.
That would have been a... We're actually from Crystal Lake.
Yeah. We got the stupidity wave coming out of this lake.
What'd you think about them breaking the chain? Like, is this possible? They do it in all, like, movies.
Those chains look thick.
And just smacking
And this was the pickaxe. So it makes sense he got it down here.
Maybe.
Yeah. Pickaxes are meant to hit metal.
And is it a rust? Did it look like a rusty chain? It looked dark, but I thought it was just like
rusty.
No, it looked pretty good.
And maybe if the pickaxe is the thing that like tapers to be wider, and if you get it right in one of the links, maybe that'll.
Well, he smacks quite a few times, but
I started hating the conversations, the weird background conversations that the girls here just started standing around and saying, "Hurry up, do something."
Oh, Jenna.
And this happened with both the sister and Jenna, where in the next like 15 minutes, both of them are like, "Hey, hurry up, Clint. Come on, man.
Clay,
Clinton, Clark, Kent,
Corey.
And I didn't like. It seemed strange and rushed. Maybe I don't know.
Well, what else are you supposed to say? Good job.
Have a character.
You're scared.
Do something. She fucking MacGyvered a lockpick out of a walkie-talkie. She has a skill set.
Touche. But Jason jumps down. Jenna sees him. That's when she's like, "Hurry up!"
Yeah.
They finally break the chain.
Yeah, beautiful.
And they start running, and they run by a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice that reference? No, you haven't seen part 2 yet.
Grandpa from Texas Chainsaw.
There you go. No.
Well, I thought it was right.
There's a character in Friday the 13th part 2 in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a callback to that.
Is it Grandpa?
It's not. It may be a young grandpa.
Oh.
There you go. Jason shows up, starts chase, and they crawl through a small little hole.
Yeah.
And this is when Jenna gets stabbed. You see that shit coming?
It seemed right.
I didn't think she was going to die. I thought she was going to be the kind of the final girl.
Because, okay, so at this moment I was thinking one person has to die, and she seemed the most likely. I don't think they definitely weren't going to kill Sister after she just escaped.
That would have been a twist, though.
That would have sucked.
That
Sorry, that would
would've,
have sucked. As a movie, as writing, sucked as a story. It would have shocked me.
Okay.
Yes. It would have been shocking.
And you don't think the brother could have gotten killed?
He was like second on the
hero.
list. He could have been, yeah.
Well,
but
obviously,
we
if
were
it
watching it through his lens for the most part.
Yeah, it's pretty much his story.
Yeah.
In a way.
He was like
him and
A
his
plot,
sister.
B plot.
So yeah, she gets stabbed, and then they knock over a lantern and start a fire.
Yeah, very cool.
They escape through a hatch into an old abandoned bus.
Oh, and this actually might reinforce the mine theory, because when they dropped one lantern, the fucking place lit up.
Mm.
And that could have been some fucking mine air.
Touche.
Canaries in the coal mine.
What did you think of the random bus? I guess it could be a bus that was bringing the kids to camp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just thought of that now.
Camp bus.
And yeah, because it's cool because the whole, I don't know if Jason made this because it goes right into the bus kind of thing.
He's a craftsman.
But they get out, and then Jason ends up being on the other side because he knows all the tunnels.
Yep.
And he grabs Clay and just starts bashing his face through the window.
Like, you saw Avengers, the one where the Hulk slams
Loki?
Loki.
Oh, I love that's one of my favorite scenes in the whole
go.
MCU. The one where, Loki's like, I am a god, and I will not stand for this. And whoop, puny human.
Yeah.
No, does he say puny human?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. No,
Hulk.
puny god. I think he
That's
says
it.
puny
Yeah.
god.
Because he's human.
Not in that
Yes,
form.
he is.
He's a Hulk.
He's human. You can't get a Hulk without a human.
Yeah, you can.
Prove it.
I mean, I'm sure you can give the antidote that he takes to become the Hulk.
He's toxic waste infused, right?
No, he put like a new version of Captain America's serum in him. I'm
What
pretty
the
sure,
fuck?
and it had that effect on
That
him.
doesn't send a good message. I don't like. Oh, when
I'm
he
pretty sure.
stabilized, when he was able to be like
But that's
wear
what
glasses and a sweater vest.
that's what made him the Hulk. It was a new form of Captain America's serum for
Oh.
super soldiers.
Oh, strange.
I'm pretty sure, and then he turned into the Hulk. But it's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't know how we got there. Oh yeah, Hulk smash because he's slamming
slammed
Clay's
his
face.
And I thought he died there.
Are you out?
Honestly, if I know, but
yeah, he is. You assume Clay's dead because his face just gets
that
at
actually
least
shocked me.
3 or
Like,
4 times through the window.
and he had like a dead face when his face smushed up against the glass.
Well, yeah, he took a nap.
Yeah,
You know,
and then she's
hiding over the
hiding.
hole.
It was strange. She hid behind like a chair.
Well, yeah, it was over the hole. I think she set that up. Like
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
gonna kick him, hoping he would fall into the hole.
Yeah.
Which he does, and grabs her, and she's having a scuffle.
Yeah.
And then Clay comes back, and he's like, "All right, that was a good nap. Come on,
Yeah, and
hurry
he's
up."
refreshed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they go to where and what?
They start running again. I'm pretty sure they start running.
There was never.
Yeah, they run to the barn here because it's raining now too.
Yes,
There's rain like the beginning of the movie.
They entered a new biome.
So yeah. But yeah, it's raining. They're running. Jason's collecting his thoughts. He's like, "Whoa, shouldn't have smoked that weed."
Or maybe it was running out.
That's what they mean. Don't smoke your own stash.
Yeah.
Man.
Don't
No,
get
but
high on
he
your own
chases them
supply.
down, and they go back to Creepy Dude's farm,
Yeah.
where we saw him using a wood grinder or some
Yeah,
sort of
oh, yeah.
machine that grinds stuff.
The shredder for
Shredder.
trees.
Back to the Ninja Turtles.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Where's that from?
Spider-Man.
Oh, right.
New Spider-Man.
Touche.
Yeah.
Tushy.
Hey.
Yeah. But yeah, they're in the barn, and he's like, "Whitney, hide."
Yeah. Was he playing BioShock Infinite?
She hides like right at the door too.
Yeah.
Even though that's not where Jason comes in, because we finally get a classic Friday the 13th through the window. There's a lot of Jasons through the window, like grabbing people.
He's so strong.
You wouldn't know. You've only seen the first one.
I can see it.
You can see it. You saw it here.
I saw it here.
And it's actually probably the thumbnail of this episode.
Oh,
maybe.
Guys, keep an eye out.
Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, he grabs Clay through the window. Jason kicked into... Oh, wait, sorry. No, I'm reading backwards.
Whoa, dude. I didn't know you're a talented guy.
I am. Clay to barn. Clay walks around. Classic Jason through window. Final showdown. They're like beating each other up and like...
Yeah.
And then the grinder gets turned on and Whitney confuses Jason. She's like, Jason...
Yeah.
It's time for your pudding.
She said, Jason, it's okay again.
It's time for your pudding.
She didn't say, I know this is a lie.
Yeah, she's like, it's okay, Jason.
Jason, it's okay. She said the same line.
Yes.
Not, it's okay, Jason. You're reading backwards again.
Sorry. Jason, you're okay.
Damn it.
But yeah, this confuses him, and Clay gets him with the bear trap.
Yeah.
Right on the shoulder.
And it's like, yeah. And
it's like pushing him, and he like goes to hang him.
Yeah.
He's like, you are being hung for your crimes.
Yeah.
And he's like, Bleh.
Doesn't she tie the chains around him?
I think she puts it around his neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then one of them throws it.
She does.
Does she?
Yeah.
Wow, look at her go. See, she's...
And I don't know why she was freaking out on the bus.
Hurry up and do
Yeah,
it.
I know. He's just cheering her on. Come on. He's going to get out.
No, but they hang him. They try to snap his little neckaroony. And he's got a thick neck.
Yeah.
It's a thick neck, Steven. He does his Pilates.
Yeah.
Is that...
What does he do again?
He falls. He's so heavy, the beam breaks. And they're like, shit.
Yeah.
And he's like going after them, but the chain...
Yeah, like a collar. Like a dog
still
collar.
Stuck on something? Yeah.
It's still stuck in the machine.
No, not yet. I think this is when they throw it in there, I think.
No, I think it was still in the machine and it just started pulling him back.
Oh, because that's what was pulling him up there after. Touche. Yeah, so he's reaching for it very close, and the machine starts pulling him in more.
I love the struggle so much.
Oh, yeah.
From Jason, because he like turns around and braces with his hands to stop himself, and it looks like he's trying to pull back.
I could have sworn it must... Maybe it's in the unrated, or maybe I'm just dreaming it, but I could have sworn there's a part where his face does almost go into it, and it breaks his mask off.
It was hitting his mask in this one.
I could have sworn...
But it didn't break in this one.
Maybe there's an older one where something like that happens that I'm not remembering. Because I know he gets his mask knocked off in every other movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking of another movie. Because I can just picture the blades and then the mask kind of like chipping away. But at the end of the movie, they kick the mask into the lake with them. So that
there was a clip. I would believe it was this movie's extended version. Because there was a scene of him unconscious with the blade still going. And it was just hitting his mask. And then it cut away.
All right.
To them like pulling his body out or something.
But yeah. Because then he doesn't actually die from the blades. She stabs him.
Yeah.
She's like... Say hi to mommy. You're in hell.
Weird.
And then Clay's just like, "You come on, hurry! You can do it."
Hurry.
But then they drag this giant ass body.
Incredible. Something that broke the crossbeam of a...
And we're to think that they're not near the lake at this point. They're at the barn.
Yeah.
So in my mind, they're like in town, or at least a good way from the water.
And also a very just strange thing to do. You just killed a murderer.
Although they did run there from Camp Crystal Lake, so maybe it's not that far, but even still, he's big.
And you just killed a murderer.
That too.
Are you going to
Well, that's like every ending of any horror movie where they dispose of the body. It's like, why wouldn't you just call cops to do that?
Well, because there's just leave. Nobody knows about this. Nobody's going to wander around here because the townsfolk already don't.
Well, you need the final jump scare. That's like Friday the 13th.
Well, I'm not asking the director why.
Oh.
I'm asking Crystal Camp why.
Crystal Lake. Camp Crystal Lake.
Clank. Clam?
Clinton?
Clinton Lake.
Clayton?
Clayton.
Clint?
Okay.
Clark? Corey?
Why'd you do the same ones in order?
I'm just good.
Okay.
They sound good in that order.
And then Jason comes out of the water with his mask on.
They shouldn't have put the mask. That's where his power is.
Yeah, it's true.
That's not true because he didn't have it in the beginning.
He wasn't that powerful in the beginning.
I think the lake gives him his powers. Yeah.
And gives everyone else stupid powers.
Yeah. Like the naked wakeboarder.
Like the naked wakeboarder. She was stupid? I guess. She was a ditzy girl.
You're on a lake in front of a lot of people, maybe. There's like
indecent exposure.
Somewhere.
New Jersey, that might be legal, actually.
Well, I think Jason didn't he just
wasn't
wasn't happy.
He's a traditional guy.
Happened.
Yeah.
He was like, you got to wear a fucking bathing suit, man. That's not cool.
There's kids here.
I'm going to kill your boyfriend.
It's a camp.
Touche.
Yeah.
Then he comes back, he pulls her, he comes out of the deck, and he's like, ah! Did it go quiet again? It did go quiet again. It did.
Yeah.
So you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was... He's still there.
The silliness really died down in this last act, and it makes me feel less forgiving of the characters' dumb dialogue and weird sequences.
Okay.
Such as girl just saying, "Come in, guys," without helping them get free. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, guys. I meant to say come on, guys. Okay, that was the girls.
Oh, yeah.
Saying,
hurry up. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, come on, guys. As he's slapping a pickaxe down. And that was the end?
Yeah.
Jason comes out. I liked that they ended it like the first one.
Well, most of the time, there's always some sort of ending like that, but then the next movie, it's just a jump scare.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be actually what happens.
I like the idea that she was just like the first girl. She's just having like PTSD and like a mental breakdown. Mm-hmm. And it's just like a dream sequence or something. And she'd wake up in a hospital bed.
Oh, the original. Yeah.
But this new girl.
Oh, if Whitney did that too?
Yeah. She just fucking...
But would Clay be with her? Because he was there when they're just both in a hospital bed?
He's a strong-willed guy. He moved on.
Oh.
She's been in a coma for 6 months.
Oh, okay. Poor Whitney.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she's out of it. All right. 2009, Friday the 13th Reboot. What'd you think?
I think it was a pretty sick flick.
It was good. I like it. It's one of my favorite reboots.
I would agree with that. This being my first probably reboot to watching.
I think it was.
Evil Dead.
Did you watch the reboot?
No.
No. We'll have to watch that.
Okay.
And we'll have to watch Texas Chainsaw too.
Yes.
Like the reboot and part 2.
Okay, calm down.
There's lots to explore.
We're going to run out of movies, dude.
How do you figure that?
There's about 50 horror movies, and that's it.
Oh,
Didn't you hear?
Then we're almost done. We're at like 48.
This movie had me hooked for like the first half with like the quick characters and the dialogue. And honestly, the characters throughout were great. And the kills throughout were great. I hated these damn predictable lead up to jump scare things, though. It took me out of it.
It wasn't very imaginative.
Yeah, it was just dead silence until something loud happened and someone's about to die. Or a dog barks at you. And
at least in the original, there was like natural noises to fill it out. There was always crickets or
branches breaking, something. Give a little ambiance.
Yeah, it would just go completely silent except for like breathing.
And I want to say that happened like 10 plus times.
It did. I will say that was one of the downfalls for sure.
And another thing I didn't necessarily enjoy was weird, dumb decisions the characters were making that just no person would do realistically.
I mean, you saw the original. They do the same thing.
But I think it's more inexcusable in this movie because they have such real characters outside of these scenes.
Mm.
They're all fleshed out and they all have a certain skill set and they all have a certain characteristic about themselves that I don't buy that they're idiots when they start going into these scenes where they're creeping around an abandoned house in the night in the middle of a forest on a whim to look for someone's sister.
With a bed that still looks like...
Yeah.
Because they even say, it looks like a hobo's living here.
Yeah.
Or a homeless person. Because then that's when you're like, well, if they were living there, they wouldn't be homeless.
Which makes me think that there's like two different writers in this movie.
Well, yeah, there is.
Wow. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
It felt like once those scenes were written by one guy and the dialogue scenes were written by another guy.
Okay.
It felt very split in those sequences, but thankfully the good outweighs the bad in this by a long shot.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Because Friday the 13th is just supposed to be like stupid, fun slasher horror.
4.85 out of 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck. I might go a solid 5.
Go decimals, dude. Come on, be critical.
4.99.
Oh.
No, it is going to be 5 stupendous, juicy dude.
It's perfect, I guess. It's just a perfect movie.
Juicy dude stars.
Juicy dude stars out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupendous.
Stupendous flick.
Yeah,
Give it a watch. I want to throw
liked
this
it.
on in a party.
At a party?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why
'Cause
not?
everyone likes boobs.
Yeah. It's boobs and it's gory kills.
Some of those kills were good.
And then
I liked
funny
them.
as well.
A little heavy on the CGI, but it was well done, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't
even
CGI.
fucking notice it. So
some of them were.
what?
But even like, so the arrow through the head, that was CGI.
Oh, I guess those quick. They only used probably the poke through the door too.
Well, no, like the arrow through the head on the boat.
Yeah.
There was no arrow in his head. They CGI'd that in apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I think when Trent's thrown on the back of the truck, his blood looks a little funny if you look closely, but it's so quick.
No, they use it well if that's the case.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, if you know what you're doing with the CGI.
Best case scenario for CGI is you don't know that they're using CGI.
Well, like, for example, when he slashes people's throats, I think he does it like twice.
Oh, okay.
Usually when there's CGI, it just splurts right away.
Yeah.
But in this one, it was like...
just leaked
a little bit after the fact, which is usually what happens when they use practical effects.
It's great.
But yeah, some of the decisions... Well, not even the decisions of the people, because they're just dumb teenagers, so I can see that.
I don't buy it. I thought they were smart kids.
Sure. I mean, my only downfall, like I said, I always get thrown off when Whitney starts pulling apart the walkie-talkie. I'm just like, what? Where did that come from? But I guess maybe it's survival instinct. I don't know. But yeah, it fucking probably on par with Texas Chainsaw for me.
Yeah.
Like those two reboots are so well done. They knew what they were doing. They knew what people wanted. Maybe a little heavy on the boobs.
I thought they were... Honestly, I didn't feel offended by these boobs. I don't know why.
It's to the point where people call it the reboob because there's
not
not even
a lot.
that many. Because even in part one,
there isn't.
There was 2 or 3 pairs of boobs.
But we have watched so many films that have used it, and I'm always offended when these... Because they like linger on like these...
They could have thrown a man bum or a pee-pee.
They almost threw in a pee-pee, didn't they? When Chad and his girl...
Chad? You
Giga
mean...
Chad.
Oh, Trent.
Yeah.
No, because he's on the bottom, so you just see her
But
on
he
top.
rolls off or something, and we see a flash. I was
think
looking.
there was
I
a
don't
bum.
know. No, I think pee-pee.
Oh, pee-pee.
Or no, it was her pee-pee. She rolled off, yeah.
Well, yeah, you just saw like...
It was her pee-pee.
Well, you didn't see it. Anyway, next episode, we're going to be mixing it up a little bit. We're not reviewing a movie.
We're eating salad. I wouldn't mind.
What kind of salad, though? Do not say rum raisin.
You just got me thinking about rum raisin salad, and now I'm excited. What are we doing?
Pudding?
What are we doing?
We are reviewing ourselves. No, the
I get
audience
scared
is
when I do
reviewing
that.
us.
Is that right?
We are having our first Q&A episode.
What are these letters
Question
stand
and
for?
answer.
Question and answers.
Them out there are going to ask us questions, and us in here, we're going to answer them to the best of our ability.
How are these people asking us questions?
Well, they can follow us on Twitter and show us there. There's a tweet. Or
show us there?
Yeah, you can show it. Ask us.
Show us
your questions.
I'm so confused, Brandon.
Follow us on Twitter. On Instagram, you can leave a message. You can email us.
DM us on Instagram?
Yeah, you can DM. That's crazy. The kids
you can do
it.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Shoot us an email, tangentsofhorror@gmail.com. And
be professional,
I
right?
think that's, and even on
tangents.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't think you can DM, but you can follow us there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could leave a comment on an old video.
Smack those juicy dude stars on Spotify.
I saw our stars the other day, by the way.
Not too shabby,
We're at like 5, aren't we?
Yeah.
Guys, keep this shit up.
And there's
Soon we're going to get to 6.
There's like 12 reviews or something.
What? People are talking about us?
I guess they are. Scary shit.
I want them all to be like, who the fuck do these guys think they are?
14. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome.
Wow.
We really appreciate that.
And
we
they're all
appreciate
5.
the love. Yeah.
Guys, now I don't believe you.
Yeah. Be honest with yourselves.
Be honest with us, and this will be a perfect time. Leave a question in our Twitter thread. DM us on Instagram. Ask us the nitty-gritty.
Who said that? You mean this is the perfect time? We literally just went over that.
This is the perfect time to criticize us.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
And
that's why we need to review us.
It was like a full circle, yeah.
All right.
Guys, leave a comment about Brandon's listening capabilities.
Yes. What? And I think after that episode, we're going to do a Halloween movie a la Trick or Treat. which is an anthology film.
Oh.
And it's only like 80 minutes. Very short.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for them.
That's crazy. But until then, don't forget...
Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Don't forget Pickle Rick, guys.
Don't forget.
Because he hasn't forgotten about you. It'll be hard to befriend. When do you think the last person will say the words Pickle Rick? When do you think that word, those two words next to each other, won't repeat again?
Ever?
Do you think that's the case?
That's a thing now. What kind of pickle is Pickle Rick?
I only know about dill. Do you know any more?
It's escaping me.
What? You know another one?
There's another popular one. Butter something?
Butterboy?
Ooh, Butterboy.
Butterboy pickles?
Juicy dude
Stupendous.
pickles. Juicy dude pickles.
Juicy do pickles.
He's so juicy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do we say goodbye?
Do we?
We'll see you next time.
We don't ever say goodbye because we'll be back again and again. And then
again.
Yeah, and again.
And again.
And again. And again.